joined, I was actually on the red.
Yeah,
I said the last
I
time
can't hear
I
you.
joined, the last time I joined the platform was
Yes.
when I joined one cohort like that, not with tech IT girls. It was because it was another program that they just launched us all into the red team. They were like, we should all just do like they didn't even give us opportunity to choose. So I don't know if I can still switch on the platform.
Yeah, so there are blue team tasks there. Yeah, apparently more of the tasks there are more of red team, but we have blue team tasks there as well that you can lay your hands on. But there's another platform that I'm still going to give you this morning that you have to register on. That most of the everything there is for blue team. Everything is for blue team. So create an
All
account,
right.
create a username, then your email address, supply the password, and then click I'm not a robot and sign up. Once you sign up, they're going to send a confirmation mail to you. Then you go to your mail and confirm yourself. And once you have done that, then you come and log in. Just click on login and then what now? Just click on login and you can log in with the account you just created. Click I'm not a robot and then login. So once you log in like this, you get a dashboard like this. You get a dashboard like this showing different type of boxes and learning paths. And see, we have different learning paths. We have the red team, we have the blue team, and then other ones. Then this is where you can, go to learn, where you can lay hands on different activities on the platform. You can see we have their learning paths. You can see we have red team, perennial tester, with security, complete beginner, web fundamentals, introduction to cybersecurity, SOC level 1, SOC level 2, security engineer, DevSecOps, computer security plus, pen test plus, then cyber defense, and many more. So those are their different learning paths. You understand? So if you come here, you can see it's the same thing. Then cloud training, we have different modules, but some of their what's it called, are not free, but most are free for Africa. So you can see these are the different modules. You can see the one I sent to you yesterday was Linux Fundamental. You can see network basics, web hacking fundamental, cryptography, window exploitation, that's many more. So I mean, the more you explore the websites at the site, the more challenges you find out. But if you are going to do blue team activities on this platform, I'm going to share you the links to use, and I'm going to walk you through how to get to those places. So if you want to search, they have like about 800 rooms. So most of these rooms are for, red team activities, because this platform is actually really built for red team activities. Just a little bit of blue team activities are there. So there are you have Linux fundamental, and see. So we want to learn about Linux operating system. We have Windows operating system, Linux processes analysis, and stuff like that. So those challenges, they are like more like a challenge that that are built in different difficulty level. This one is information level. This one is medium. This one is easy. This one is medium, and then we also have hard as well. So they have different level. So the more you learn, the more level you'll be able to handle once you start with this platform. So that's what the platform does. So now the one I shared with you yesterday is one of this. Now, first of all, it has a video that can guide you towards answering all the questions that are there. And it also has a text that gives more like a background about a particular task you want to do. Now, this is introduction. Introduction about introduction to the task and what it does. Then we have a bit of background of Linux, more like things that you need to know about Linux and how it's being used, and the different types of Linux that we have. Then we can see interacting with Linux machine. Then here they give you a machine on the platform where you can also, try if you don't have a Kali machine, where you can try one or two things with your command. But if you are using trial version, if you are using a free version, you only have 1 hour per day for this machine because it's hosted on the cloud and it's a lot of money. So, where you can try your hands on things, just click on start machine, and then you can start working on the lab. Then running few commands. But what I'm going to advise is that if you have your Linux installed on your system, you don't need to just start your machine. You can try everything that you need to try on your Linux machine. The one that you installed on your the one that you installed on your VM. Then we have interactive file system. Then we have searching for files and so many more. Then we have the fundamental 2 and fundamental 3. So all those this is one of their labs and how to answer them. So you can see the first task, or let's say the second task, now gives you what year was Linux released. You can see if you read this thing very well, you will know that the year that Linux was released here. And then if some of them you don't get the answer, you have to go online, depend on online open source intelligence to know when Linux was released. Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so for instance, now I think the year that Linux was released was 1991. Right, put it here now. You can see my answer is correct. So if I put the wrong answer, it's going to say my answer is wrong. So that's what it does. So, and then from the question and then the column that was provided, for this one, they said no answer needed, just click on completed. You have done that. And then for this one now, you can see this one, they say if you want to output text tracking, what command will it be? You can see the command that you are going to type is going to be within this range. This asterisk that was given to you, this for asterisk, and then this other one. So it gives you insight on how your answer will look like. So you can see between this 4 and this one, there's a space in between. So meaning that whatever you are typing, whatever your answer is going to be the first letter is going to be the first part is going to be 4 letters, while the last part is going to be the number of asterisks they give. And then we can see there's a space in between. So it's more like an hint to how you are going to answer on the platform. The platform is really, really nice for people that are just coming up. Yes, just don't, it has a lot of information actually. Just pick the one that you need and then, close your eyes to about other ones. Because it's captivating, it catches your attention. So, and can easily derail you from things that you're learning because it has a lot of free labs that can, get your hands on. But for the purpose of this class, I'm going to be giving you the links that we're going to be using for some of the labs that we're going to be doing. Is that well understood, please?
Yes.
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
So after this class, I want you to go back to this platform, the link that I shared to you yesterday, and solve the questions there. If you are stuck, watch this video. It's going to guide you towards solving some of the answers there, and then before the end of the week, you see that your knowledge of Linux command will have skyrocketed a lot. So that's that about that one, about TryAcme. I'm going to share the link to register on the platform as well. Then we have Let's Defend. Now, Let's Defend is strictly for blue team engineers. Yes, everything there is for blue team because anything that has to do with defending, anything that has to do with security, defending, protecting, not attacking, no offensively at all. So everything that you see here are more of blue team. In fact, they are blue team activities. So just like TryAcme, you have to register. Then register, put your username and password, and then email, then verify your email. Then you can come here and log in. You can see, you can come here and log in. Yeah. You can come here and log in, and then you are in. So now you can see this one is strictly for blue team activities. Yes, starting from basic understanding of sub fundamentals to analyzing phishing email, detecting web attacks, detecting, investigating web attack, malware analysis, and so many more. So everything you are going to see here, I mean, most of them are like simpler level of blue team activities, while most of them are more an advanced level blue team activity. Like malware attack now, I mean, it's more of like an high level blue team activity. Yes, you have to have the understanding of malware to be for you to be able to analyze malware. So it's but if you want to do something around this, you can do sub fundamental and sub fundamentals, cyber keychain. We talk about cyber keychains when we started the class, the meta attack framework, the phishing email analysis, and then stuff like that. So those are things, these are platforms that can help you understand different things. So for instance, now let's say we have phishing email analysis now. Now he has more like a training, more like a training platform where you can learn about how phishing email works, the type of phishing analysis that we have, and then how to use them, and then techniques that you can use to detect phishing emails. Then at the end of the day, you have a challenge and a quiz to solidify what you have learned so far. So at your leisure time, you can go to this platform, take their course, and then go and solve the challenge at the end of the day. So because before the end of the program, so we're going to do some of those challenges in the class to just try and then solidify what we have learned and so on. Then we're going to like put them to play in when we're analyzing phishing emails and all. So those are two platforms that I want you to open for now. And then at the end of the program, so also going to give you another platform. That one is more advanced level where you can do professional certifications for blue team aspect of cybersecurity. I hope I'm making sense, please. Hello. Hello.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I just want to be sure that you are hearing me. I'm not talking to myself. So that's just it. So those are the two platforms that you can use for now that I'll be making use, especially for this class. So just please up. What do you call it? Fun days ahead of us. So today we are just going to focus more on Linux command. I'll share the file that I promised last week. I'm sorry, nobody minded me. I have a lot going on right now. I was hoping that someone would just call my attention to it on the Slack channel, but no one did. Now, if I may ask, did you install Ubuntu in this class?
No, we did not. Not yet.
But we have it downloaded, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the first thing we need to do is install the Ubuntu uh, uh, operating system so that you don't have to, you are lost while I'm doing all these things. So this is an Ubuntu operating system. It's one of the flavors of Linux. We have different types of Linux. We have the Kali for offensive security. We have the Ubuntu, just like uh, uh, every other your day-to-day operating system that you use, like Windows and the likes. Then we have Red Hat, which is the sour version of Linux, and then we have Poppy Linux, we have many more. 1 minute, please. So this Linux is just like a Windows operating system that we use on our system, but this is quite different. Windows is an enterprise operating system owned by Microsoft. Yes, because when you're installing Windows operating system, times they ask you for license. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're installing Microsoft operating system, they ask you for licenses, and then you have to pay for license to be able to, use some features on Windows operating system. But Linux is an open source operating system. That is to say, people contribute together. I mean, people work together to build our operating system. So it doesn't belong to one person per se. Yeah, one person started it, but it's a community-based operating system where me, you, and everyone can contribute their own quota to make it work, well. So, for instance, now, let's say tomorrow we say, oh, we don't want to use Windows again, we don't want to use Linux again, and everybody in this class come together and say, oh, now we want to build our own operating system called Tech IT Team Operating System. So we are come together and they build our own operating system that is going to function the way Microsoft and Linux are functioning. So that's what they call open source. So after we built it, we put it online. Anybody that also wants to be part of our project and wants to contribute their own quota towards building the operating system can contribute to it. So that's what open source is. So people can go there, can modify, can make changes, can do anything to it. Just that it has to go to the scrutiny of the community so that someone will not go and put bugs in the operating system. Yes, that's happened in the past where when they push an update for us to download, there's a bug in the update. Because maybe there was an oversight when they were scrutinizing some of the submissions by the people. But I mean, it's an open source community, so people still come back together again to fix the bug and then, probably remove the operating, remove the file or the folder or the software that was included, and then everything is fine again. So that's what they call open source. So you don't pay for licenses, you don't pay for anything. You get to use it the way you like. You can modify it to your tastes. There are some changes that you can't do to Microsoft that Microsoft will not allow you to do it. I mean low level changes, like maybe you are changing their code and how it was written and all. Windows is standard. If you put on Windows 10 in 10 laptops, you are going to get the same desktop. But here, you can modify your operating system. You can say, oh, this is too small, I want it bigger. This is too this, I want it bigger. From the source code, you can do it. But in Windows, they don't expose the source code to people. It only people that want a Microsoft that have access to it. So for security experts, we use Linux most of the time because it gives us the flexibility to make changes to see how things actually really works. So you can take Linux source code and break it to pieces and try to understand how each line was built. Then you know how to protect it. You know how to use it to your own advantage. But Windows is owned by Microsoft. Whatever happens there is Microsoft's responsibility. In fact, as a matter of fact, one thing that people don't know about Microsoft is that if you are using a Microsoft operating system and you are paying for the license, please note, you are paying for the license. Your license is active, not the one that you go online and go and pick license and go and put it there. You are paying for the license is active, and you got attacked. You can sue Microsoft for it. Yes, you can sue them for that because they are getting paid for a service. But Linux, you are responsible for your own security. If they attack you with your Linux machine, you can't sue anybody. That's just the difference because it is owned by the community. There's no one person that is a point man for building Linux. Yeah, someone started Linux movement, but it is a community-wide project. So they say who started Linux, his name is Trevor Linus, that's his name, but he was not the one that actually owns the whole idea. Because I mean, he built it and then he pushed it to the public to, okay, fine, we can also make changes to it and then we can all use it together. So that's the difference between Linux and the Windows operating system. So I'm sure we work with Windows operating system, and then that's what you use on your day-to-day life. You do things on your own machine, so you know how Windows work. But now we are going to be working with Linux operating system now, because as a security expert, whether blue team, whether red team, whether yellow team, whether green team, you have to have understanding of both operating system, even MacBook to some extent. Yes, but we are just to focus on Windows and Linux in this class. So you have to have understanding of Linux operating system, how command works. Because one thing that you need to know is that some of these security solutions that you'll be working with as we go in this class are built using Linux operating system. Yes, they are built using Linux operating system. So what they do was that they go to Linux repository and they take the operating system and modify it. Just like I said, they can go there, copy the source code and modify it to their own taste. Then you use it to build either firewall, SIM, or endpoint protections device and other devices that are there to protect your environment. So most of these tools use Linux command to do their initial configurations before you now have access to the GUI. So Linux is a lot of things. So it is compulsory that even as a built-in expert, you must understand how Linux works. You must be able to do some basic things on Linux, command, know how to navigate your way around Linux, and some other things. So we're going to start installation of Linux now, Ubuntu Linux. Then we're going to go through the command after that. Do you understand me, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but before we commence, I just want to share screen. You can see now I have Ubuntu on my laptop, and I have a lot of labs here on my laptop. So I just want to share their screen. I have the Ubuntu installed so that we can use their screen to install so that others can install on their own when they get home or after the class. They can use the recordings to install their own. So I need a volunteer to share screen. Then I'm going to walk you through the recording process and the installing process. Then others too can do that. I need a volunteer. I don't want to call name. You have the Linux, Ubuntu Linux file downloaded on your system. I think I know that I gave you the files to download. If you have it on your system, you can share your screen while we just install it together in this class. Anyone? Hello? Are we not joining with our laptops or what?
I'm not joined with a laptop, sir.
Okay. Annie, what about you? Dami, what about you?
Let's use mine.
I can't hear you.
Okay, we can use mine.
Okay. Can I share your screen?
Okay.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So you have to start a VM.
Okay.
Okay, can you expand it? No, no, start your machine. You are going to install another operating system. Close this.
I close it.
Yes, close this as well. No, shut this one down. Hold on. Can you expand your click yes. Yes, yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Can you close the other one at the background? Okay. Okay, you can shut it down now. So just like we install the Windows operating system, Linux is the same process too. Just that its own is it has a lot of settings that we need to do while we are doing the installation. So to install your Linux operating system, go to file or VM. Yes. New virtual machine. Next. Now go to browse and go and pick the Linux file that you stored. This is Windows 1. So okay, that's the Ubuntu. That's it. You can see it down. Now you passed it, go up. That's it.
This one, huh?
Yes, that's the Ubuntu. So then click on open. And you can see now Ubuntu 64-bit has been detected. Then click on next. Then put your information here. Make it as simple as possible so that you will not forget it. And username. Next. So your username must be in small letter, sorry. Small cap, small letter, your username, not full name. Yes, next. Then everything is fine. Yes, next. Now you have to increase your storage to like 40 or 50 gig. Yes. Then store as a single file. Yes, next. So now to make it faster, make sure that your memory is in 4 gig. So the memory is in 4 gig by default, but if it's not 4 gig, go to customer hardware. Yes. So if your system is not on 4 gig by default, go to customer hardware. Yes. And then you see, you click on 4, then you are good. So
Sorry?
so if your own is not on 64 gig, it's not your own is not on 4 gig, it's on 2 gig. The installation might not go through. So you need to change it to 4 gig to be able to install it. Then after installation, you can turn it back to 2 gig. So, but
Okay.
the memory zone is on 4 gig by default, so we are fine. So click on OK, close, and then finish. Yeah. Click on OK. So just I think it's going to take a while. Good morning, Arif. How are you? Hi, I thought you are not going to be calling, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Um, I'm just getting off.
Sorry, how are you feeling now?
Um, I'm, I'm getting there. Thank you.
Sorry. So our last step is not feeling fine, so we should just reach out to her and tell her, tell her sorry. So I was not actually really expecting you in class today. I thought you were going to take the day to rest. It's fine. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So now Okay. We are going Ubuntu for installation. So click on English and next. Next. Yeah. Next. Keep. Now install Ubuntu. The default one is fine. That one, yes. Next. Interactive installation is fine. Next. Default selection is fine. Install third-party software and graph for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware. Yes. Next. Next. Now, the information I put earlier, put it there again. Your name, computer's name, and username. Yeah. Now, computer's name. In computer's name, can you remove that VMware platform, everything in front of it? Yeah. You can change username too. So maybe what you used earlier. You can change your username so that you'll not be confused.
Sorry?
You can change your username. Your username, yes.
Okay.
Now, click on next. Now, next. Now, click on install. So this is going to take a while. So while this is being installed, I think we can start our command class. So let me just walk you through do our Ubuntu's environment. So I'm going to stop damage from sharing now. Then we're going to come back here. Can everybody see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
1 minute. I need to start my Ubuntu. So I need to start my Ubuntu. So this is Ubuntu desktop. You can see show all apps. So these are the apps, application that we have on Ubuntu. We have the calculator, settings, utilities, Vim, text editor. So all these are applications that we use on our day-to-day activities. For Vim now is a text editor, just like Notepad on Windows. We have another text editor here. We have basic utility softwares where we can see I think our fonts, password and keys, characters, and some other things. So this is just a basic operating system that we can use. So this operating system we can also install Library Office for word processing and other things, PowerPoint, PDF, and all those things. But because I'm only using my own for lab, I didn't really install a lot of things there. And that's the same thing we're installing there. So we don't install all those offline software because that will take a lot of time. So what we are installing is what we basically need. Now, there's something called terminal here. It's like this. This is where you type your command, just like your command prompt on Windows, on Ubuntu. So even Windows 11 now, they have their own terminal. So everything we're going to be doing on Ubuntu we're going to be doing is on our terminal because we don't really have a lot of tools here. Updating it, installing applications, and some other things. Everything is going to be command. Because the reason why Linux was built already initially was for people to be able to flexibility to work with commands and all. So, and then we can see we have our browser here, Firefox browser, we have our file manager here, we have our application center here where we can download apps. We have the App Center, and we have the flopdisk and other ones. The trash, which is our recycle bin. So, but for this class, this is our two. This is what we are going to be using the most, this and the browser. So everything we are going to be doing on this Ubuntu is going to be command. Now, how do we now interact with it? That's where command comes in. Now, each operating system has their own command. Windows has its own command, Linux has its own command, even MacBook has their own command. Yeah. But there's a type of command that we use, we call it for file processing command. Yes. It works across platform. Most of the command I use on Windows for file processing is the same command you use on Linux, and the same command you use on MacBook. Just a slight difference from each other. But the same syntax, the same semantics rather. Yes. So how do we now, understand this command? Yes. It's a gradual thing. You don't need to get yourself worked up over the command. I'm going to share you a document that's going to guide you through how to use commands on your Linux. So now we have different commands. So now the first command we are going to talk about is change directory, change folders. That's what it means. If you say you get directory and the folders, it's the same thing. When you ask, maybe we are going to school and then they say you submit a folder. Inside that folder, we have different files, right? Same thing with directories on Windows, on Linux, on operating system. Directory is a combination of folders where we put different files inside it. For instance, now, let's say these are our desktop. These are our desktop. We have nothing on this desktop. Nothing is here. So the desktop is a directory. We go to files now. We have desktop, we have documents. Documents are another directory. We have download, it's another directory. And we have music, we have pictures, we have public, we have other ones. All these ones are directories. So what can you do there is you can put folders, files or folder inside them. In fact, you can put the directory inside another directory. Let's say you want to create another directory. So in that directory, you want to put different files inside of it. Just like you have in your Windows. For instance, now, this is my download. Inside my download, I have another directory, which is Zoom. I have another one, which is Ash, programs, documents, and some other things. So all these ones are another directory. So inside the directories, we have files. You can see I have Firefox, I have all these files inside this directory. So these are files. But the directory is this. This is the directory, programs. So inside the directory, we can also have another directory. Inside the directory, we can have files. Inside another directory that was created, we can also have another directory. So, but the directory is also the same thing as folder. So the content of a folder is a file. Just like you submit in your schools or whenever you are submitting a document for documentation, you buy a folder, you keep different files. Maybe the content of the file might contain maybe the certificate of your name, change of name, birth certificates, passport, and some other things. Those are files inside the folder. So a folder is the same thing as directory inside the operating system. So don't get it mixed up. So if I'm talking about directory, I'm talking about folder. Am I communicating, please? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So now the first command is what we're talking about is how to know our current working directory. It's called PWD. So what it means is print working directory. So I want to know the directory that I am, my terminal. So if I press enter now, you can see this is my directory. I am in home/Ubuntu. Now, I have a directory, a folder. Inside that directory, there's another directory. That's what it means. So, inside this directory, I'm in another directory. So, this is where I am. This is my current working directory. This is where I'm working from. So, anything I do here, if I create a file here, it's going to be here. If I create a folder here, it's going to be here. So, whatever I do is going to be on this directory. Then the next thing is type ls. ls means listing. List the content of your current working directory. Just like I open my file explorer here now, and you can see the content of this current directory. But if I'm working on the terminal, if I'm working on the command prompts, if I'm working on command prompt like this, I don't even know where I am. If I do cd, this. Now, on Windows is a different command. You can see cd comma to print my working directory. So now this is my current working directory on Windows. So to know what I'm doing here, I need to list it. But because this is a GUI, I can see everything, the content of my directory here. But on Linux, if you're working on Linux machine, you don't get to see it on terminal. Just type ls, and you can see in this directory, I have desktop, document, download, music, and this. So these are the contents of my directory. So now you can see them, all of them are in blues. Now, the reason why they are in blue is because they are also directories. They are folders where I can put files inside, where I can also create another directory inside. Please, am I making sense? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So now, how do I now move to either of this folder? Now, to move to either of this folder, we are going to type cd, which means change directory. So I want to change directory to either of this folder. Let's say I want to change directory to documents. So the same way it's typed here, I'm going to type it, documents, and press enter. Now, one thing I should take note of in Linux command, it is case sensitive. The same way it is written, the same way you should write it. The same way it was written on the folder, the directory that you have. When you are changing your directory to that same directory, make sure that the same way it was spelled, the same way it was written, the same way you type it. Now, for instance, now if I say I want to go back to this. Now, if I put my working directory here now, you can see that it's different now. Is it better now? Hello? Can you see my screen better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, initially when I put my working directory, I am here. Then I type listing to list my directory. And I can see different directories that I have. Now, I change my directory to document, which is this. Now, when I put my current working directory again, I can see that my directory has increased by 1 because I have moved from Ubuntu to documents. Am I making sense, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now, if I want to go back to my initial directory now, I can do cd ... and press enter. Now, if I do pwd now, I'm out of the document directory because I've said, oh, go back by 1 step. So if I type ls now, I still have all these ones here. So now, let's say I want to move to music now. Cd, music. Now, you can see, I can see I'm in music. Now, if I do pwd, this is where I am. Now, let's now say that I want to move to home at once. I want to move from music, Ubuntu, back to home. What I can do is I'll do cd ... /... Now, what this means is that I'm moving by 2 steps. I'm moving back by 2 steps. If I press enter now, type ls, I can see my Ubuntu here. Like if I point my pwd, I can see I'm in home.
Babe, is the carpenter around already? No, babe, follow now, but the same way we used to pack it away now.
Are we following, please? Now,
Yeah.
if I want to see what's in this home folder now, if I type ls, I can see that I have Ubuntu here. Now, let's say I want to go back to home again. I want to go back by one step again. I can do cd, then dot, and then you can see this is what we call the root directory. So this is more like a root that contains other trees. Now, this is it. This slash is the root directory. So if I do pwd now, you can see this is where I am. Is the root directory where all other files that makes up this operating system works. So now if I do ls now, you can see I have all other directories here. Now, I'm not going to walk you through all these directories one after the other and tell you what they do. Hello?
We are following you, sir.
Okay. Inside the root directory, we have different directories that make this operating system works. Now, this is what we call the root directory. This one is the root directory. Inside the root directories, we have different directories that makes the operating system works. So now, the first one is bin. This bin directory contains user commands, and essential executable files. Yes. So this is a folder where everything that makes the softwares, the script and everything that we write on this system works. So now if you go to cd bin, now we are moving to bin now. If you type ls now, we see these are the content of the bin. So all this green folder, all this green file that you're seeing, they are executable file. They are executable. All these ones, they are executable files, executable programs that you can run on your Ubuntu. All these green ones are executable. You can execute them. Where am I? All these things, they are executable. Just like command that you execute. So now this key is a command. This key is a command. This who am I? This one is a command. So a command that you can execute. That's what being folder contains. For instance, now let's go to here now and type who am I. You can see who am I? Your Ubuntu, because Ubuntu is your name. Ubuntu is the name of my system. So who am I is an executable command that will execute. Nano is a command that we can use to start a text file. Nano, you can see that we use to start a text editor. That's what it does. So everything inside bin are executable commands that we use to in this operating system. Next start is a command as well. If you do next start, you can see the command. It gives us the list of processes that we are currently running and their ports. So you can see these are the processes that are currently running and their ports and the paths. So those are different commands. That's what is contained inside bin. So we'll go back. Dots. So now you can see now we have a lot on our screen now. A lot. Now, if you want to clear all these things and go back to the beginning, the command to do that is clear. Press enter. Now you go back to clear everything you have on your screen and go back to the basics. Please, are you taking note of this command?
Yes.
Hello?
Sir, please, something was running before you type cleared. Is it only clear will press before those things running will stop?
So I type next start. Right? Is this what you're talking about? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So now this is no longer running. You have
Okay.
stopped. I can have my
Okay.
command there.
Mm.
Are you with me now? I have my command there that where I can type my command. So I put it clear. I type clear here. But for instance, if I have something running and I want to stop it, I can't even do this one. We'll get there. So if you have a command, if you have something running and then you want to stop it and type another command, just press Ctrl C. Ctrl C will terminate whatever you are doing and give you a new space where you can type your command. Does that make sense?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yes. Good. So now we talk about CD. We can go back, change directory. Who am I? Going to working directory. So those are different commands. So these ones are really, really simple. Now, if you want to print a content on a terminal, let's say you want to see, I want to print the content of the terminal. Let's say I want to print Halima is nice on the terminal. So all I need to do is type echo, then Halima is nice. So now, this command, what it means is that it gives me what I want. It gives me what I give it back. So, for instance, now if I say echo Halima is nice, it's going to take it back to me that Halima is nice. That's what it means. So if I press enter now, it's going to tell me Halima is nice. That's what the command does. It echoes my word. Whatever I put in front of it, it echoes it back to me. That's what echo does. Are you following me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No. Okay. So that's echo command. Now, let's go back to our file structure. Now, we have the boot folder. This one. So this directory contains everything that relates to our operating system boots. So if we delete anything inside this folder, your operating system might not boot again. So anything that requires booting of operating system, files that makes the operating system load, this is where it's stored. Then we have the dev. This one contains hardware files and then virtual devices. Anything when we connect the virtual devices to our system, like a USB file and other things, this is where all those information are stored. Our what's it called? CD-ROM and everything that we connected to this VM. This is where the information are stored. Then we have library. So this one contains essential shares file that we are sharing between one system to the other. But this is a VM, so we can't essentially share files like that. But if it's in physical machine, anything that you are connected, anytime you are connecting a file, be a machine to that physical machine, and you are sharing files over a medium, this is where those things are kept. Then we have media, which contains all our media informations like our disk file, external hard drive, and some other things that might be connected to this device. If you have another, what's it called? CD-ROM, or we have another hard drive to this machine now, to this Ubuntu, this is where the information will be kept. We have mounts. Any mountable device that we put there, maybe external flash, external hard drive, this is where their information are kept. Then we have process. Where is it? Yes, this. So everything that we are doing currently, let's say I'm running a command and it's running currently. This is where all our process files are kept. Just like your task manager, where you can see all your processes that are currently running. This is where they are kept. We have the TMP, temporary folder. Where is it? Temp. Okay, this is it. So now, this contains all the temporary files that you might be running. Anything temporary files that you are running, maybe temporary software that you are installing, this way they are kept. That may be a file that's running on the memory Then immediately you shut down the system, the file is gone. This is where they are kept. Then we have home folder. This is where our users are kept, our normal users. Normal user, just any user that we created, normal user, this is where they are kept. So we have root. This contains our root users. So root users are users that have administrative privilege. So on Ubuntu, we have two types of users. We have the normal users and we have the root users. So root user is just a user that have an administrative privilege. A normal user is just a user that can't do anything administrative. It's just user that can just do basic tasks. But when it comes to doing any administrative duty like updating the system, changing some basic settings, he can't run it. So we need a root user to do that for us. Then we have a lot of them. So there are different files for different functionalities here. So these are the folders and directories that make up of Ubuntu Linux. And then they are the same across all Linux systems. If you install Kali tomorrow, the same folder that you are seeing here, they are going to be in there. And they all do the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have the etc. Yeah, this one is also important. This one contains configuration files. Yes. CD, etc. This one contains all our configuration files. You can see all those things that you are seeing here. You are seeing .conf in front of them. So these ones are configuration files of every tool or every software that we have or applications that we have on this Ubuntu. So these are our internet interface. Their configuration file is there. Anything configuration file, this is where they are kept. Anything configuration file. So let me show you where our what's it called is. Uh, I'm looking for the folder. Okay, so now you can see these are our password file, username file, and then we have shadow file as well, where our password are kept. Yes. So this is all our users that we have on Kali, on the Ubuntu rather. Then we have the shadow as well, where that contains all our password. We have the sudo as file, contains every user that can run sudo command, which is administrative command, and then all of that things. So there are a lot of things here that you can learn on the file structure. So now we need to go back to our existing page and clear screen. Now you can see, now we need to go back to our home. So what we are going to do is we are going to cd home. Now you can see we have Ubuntu. Now if you do cd Ubuntu, we have our desktop. Now you can say cd desktop. Now we have our desktop. Oh, cd desktop. Now we have our desktop. You put ls now. Oh, I mean pwd. Now you can see this where of them are. So if we want to go back to the root directly again, we can go back at once. Cd dot forward slash dot forward slash dot. Now we are back at our root directory, and then you can see we are back at our root directory, pwd. Then we are back here. Now, if you want to go back to desktop at once, now we know the directory that we need to go. The first one is home, the next one is Ubuntu, the next one is desktop. So we can do cd forward slash home forward slash Ubuntu forward slash desktop. Now we then enter. Now we're in desktop. So we move to the same three directory at once. We do pwd now. You can see we're on desktop. You can see that it's quite interesting and then fascinating. I hope you're enjoying this class, please. It's sweet. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far? Like, is there anyone that is interested in command in this class? Every other person is not interested. Because there's only anyone that is answering me all day. Hello, Annie.
Yes.
Mary. Are you following the class?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Mary.
I'm also following.
Okay, good. Every other person, Zam. Are you there?
Yes, I'm also following the class.
Oh, good, good. Uh, Mary, what's the update of the installation folder, installation file? Okay, let's see what we're installing. Mary, can you share your screen? Mary, please share your screen. Okay, it's setting up. So it's almost done. You can stop sharing now. Let me continue. Let's continue the class. Okay.
Excuse me, quick question.
Yeah.
Um, can if like I already have the Kali Linux, can I still continue using that, or I have to install the Ubuntu that we're using right now?
If you have Kali Linux,
Oh.
you can continue, but at some point we might want to do some things on Ubuntu. Yeah, that require you to install Ubuntu.
Okay. So what would
Yes.
you like advise?
If you have
Having the
enough space,
Ubuntu?
if you have a space, install Ubuntu as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see we can move to and fro from 4 directories to 3 directories at once. Now, if you want to go back again, you can do cd dot dot, and then we're back at our Ubuntu. Now, if we type ls now, we're still back at here. So that's how moving and changing directory is. Now, the next thing is who am I? Who am I command gives you information about who is currently logging on the system. Who am I will show you the user that is currently using the system. Then the user name is Ubuntu. So if I lock my system now, let's say 1 minute. Oh. So now you can see, let's say I lock my system now, you can see this is the name of my user, Ubuntu. So type my password. Now, this is my user. Who am I? It shows you the type of user that is currently logging on your system. Now, the nano command opens a text file. Now, this is a text folder where you can write text files, where you can create text file. You can say, this is Linux class. Now, we are creating a text file using nano command. Now, everything you are typing here is going to be in a text folder, in a notepad. Command is interesting. So now, once you are done, you can press Ctrl X. Then you have to save it. Press Y. Then you have to give the file a name. Then if I give the file a name, let's say tech IT is the name of the file. And I press enter. Now, you save the file in this current working directory. If I point my current working directory now, here. Inside there now, if you point ls now, we're going to have a new file there. Let's type ls. You can see the file that I typed, that I created using nano is there now. We have a text. I can see it's in white, not in blue or green. Anything you see in green is executable. White is a file. Blue is a directory. Am I communicating? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, to now see the content of this file, you want to view the content of the file, you can either do nano and the file name, check IT, and press enter. Now, you can see it now. Or press Ctrl X to cancel, or do cat, check IT. If you look at Tech IT, it's going to tell you, show you the contents of the file. I hope I'm communicating, please.
Yes, you
Yeah?
are.
Okay. Now let's clear our screen again. Now. So now let's say I am inside desktop now. I'm inside desktop. Now I'm inside desktop. And then on my desktop, there's nothing there. But I want to see the content of the Tech IT that I created. I can do cat. Now you can see that the folder is in home Ubuntu, is in Ubuntu file. So I'm going to write the home Ubuntu, then the name of the file that I want to view the contents. Tech IT. Now I'm inside desktop, but I want to go inside this directory to view this file. So I'm using my cat command and do this. Now press enter. You can see now, despite the fact that I'm not in the same directory with this, I've moved one step ahead because I'm in desktop now. But I can still view the content of this file. Am I making sense, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how to create a folder and how to create a file and how to view the content of the file. Now, so now to now make a folder or make a directory, if you want to make a folder on directory or just on Windows, you just right click and create a folder. Yes, you can also do that here. Right click, create a new, new folder. Then give the folder a name, Tech IT. You can create as many folders as possible. Folder 2. Create as many folders as possible. Folder 3. Now, you go back to our terminal here, and we'll type ls on desktop now. We're going to see all those folders, all those directories that have been created. So you can see folder and directory are the same thing. So I can move to folder 1, folder 2. I can go back, create CD, tech, IT folder. So you can see now there's a difference between when you're creating a file and when you're creating a folder. Folder and directory are the same thing, they're in blue. Are you following?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's go back now. To create a folder on the terminal, let's say we move to folder 2 and press enter. Now I want to create a folder on this folder. Now I have to make directory, then create folder. Let's create folder for that Mary. Now, if I type ls now, I have another folder inside this folder. Now I can move to the folder, cd that Mary. Now, you can see nothing is there. No, now if I put my current working directory now, you see how long it is now. You can see I'm home, Ubuntu, desktop, folder 2, Dameri. Now I'm inside Dameri now. Inside Dameri, I want to create another folder called Alima. Create directory, make directory Alimat. Now, if I type ls now, I see Alimat. I do change directory to Alimat. Inside Alimat, I want to create another file, another folder. I want to call it Adibusola. Make directory Adibusola. Now, If I type ls now, I can see I have Adebusola here too. Then I can change directly to Adebusola, cd Adebusola. Now, inside Adebusola, I want to create another folder. Directory and now, if I type ls now, I can see I can change directory to and. Now, if I put my working directory now, we'll see how long it is now. You can see from home, Ubuntu, desktop, folder, to Damiri, Alima, Adebusola, and. Now, I can, from all this folder, I can go back to Ubuntu at once. So, how many do we see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, all I'm going to do is cd dot dot. This is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one. So if I press enter now, I should meet myself in Ubuntu. Now, if I type pwd now, I'm in Ubuntu. So that's how easy it is to navigate the command. And
So I wanted to ask, instead of doing cd dot dot 6 times, and if you already have the name of the directory you want to go to, can't you just cd then the name of the directory?
so
Or
let's say now we are here now. Desktop, cd desktop, folder 2, folder 2, Damiri, Alimat, and then Adebusola. So now let's now say I want to go back to Tech IT folder on the desktop. Now, if I want to go back to Tech IT folder on the desktop, all I just need to do is do cd home Ubuntu desktop, then Tech IT. Now, it take me directly to that Tech IT folder. You can see now I've left all these ones to go to Tech IT. So if you know the path that you are going, you can move directly to them. Do you understand now?
yeah.
Hello? If you know the full path of the directory, you can move from anywhere. So now, inside this Tech IT, I can now create multiple folders. I can create 10 folders at once. So this is what makes command line interesting. I can create 10 folders at the same time. So let's say I want to create Lizzy, then Zamzam, Peace, Okwe, Patricia, and then many more. So if I want to create as many folders as possible, I'll just type mkd, make directory, and press and type the list of folders I want to create and press enter. Now, if I check Tech IT now, all these folders will have been created. So if I do ls now, you can see all those folders have been created. I've created them at once using one single command. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's lovely.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So that's how the command works. So now, let's now see from here now, I want to go back to Adibusola's directory. So what I'm going to do is go to cd home Ubuntu desktop. Since I know where I'm going, folder 2, Damiri, Alimat, Adebusola. Press enter. You can see from here now, from Tech IT, I am back here. So because I know the path I'm going in my head. So if I want to go to etc folder from here now, I can do C3 etc. Sorry, cd/etc. You can see now, I'm here on the root directory from this far directory. Now, the previous command I type now, I want to type it again, and I don't want to type it. I will just press my up arrow key. All the previous command I have typed, I can see them. You can see it. All the previous command I have typed. Now, if I want to go back to Adibusola again, I will just press the arrow key and go back to Adibusola from here. Because I have the command that I've typed previously, and it's taking me there directly. Do you understand this, please?
Yes.
Should we continue or would you stop here today? Because I feel like it's a lot. Hello?
Hello.
Should we continue?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now I can clear my screen. Now I'll create different folders and different directory. Now my desktop is a mess now. If I go back to CD, home, Ubuntu. So now for me now, despite that desktop, I can move to desktop directly now. You can see no search file or directory. So if I want to go back to desktop, all I just need to do is CD, home, Ubuntu, and desktop. Now I'm on desktop. Now I have this. Now inside this folder too, I have a lot of folders. Inside this, I have no folders. Inside this, I have no folder. So now, to remove a folder, remove a folder without content is a different approach from moving a folder with content. So now, if I want to remove this folder thing now, I can do remove -r, which is recursive, and then folder 3. Put enter. Now, if I type ls now, folder 3 is gone. Now, let me try and remove folder 2 that has a lot of content inside and do remove -r, then folder 2. So now it's gone. You can see it's gone. So if I put a text file or some files inside this one now, let's say I open tech IT, CD, tech IT now. I do ls. Now I want to put a nano file inside it and a text file inside it. There's a nano. Then the name of the text file I want to create, I can give it a name. Let's say Lizzy.txt. I'm creating a text file and press enter. Now you can see the name of our file is lizzy.txt. I can type anything inside it. Good, awesome, beautiful, elegant. Then I press my Ctrl X and it asks me to save. I press yes, and I see the name of the file. I can try to change the name. I can try to leave it like that and press enter. Now I've done that. So now let me try and remove tech IT now. Remove -r tech IT. Oh, now let's go back by one, and then let me try and remove tech IT now. Remove -r, then tech. Before we remove tech IT, let's see the content of tech IT. Type ls now. You can see we have folders and we have text file. So this is a text file and this is a folder. These are folders. So now if I go back by one and I say remove -r tech IT, you can see I've been able to remove it. It's gone. So all these are possible because I used an ordinary user to create this text file. So now, if I use an administrative user to create a folder or a directory, I have to force it to delete as an ordinary user using a sudo command. But now that I'm using it, I'm still playing as a user here now. I've not even do any administrative privilege, administrative duty at all. Everything I've been doing so far are still within the purview of the normal user's ability. Now, let's move it up a little bit. Now, let's create a new folder again. Now, all the folders that I created are gone. Where did they go? You can see they are not in the trash box. They are not in the recycle bin. So be careful of what you delete from your terminal. Because if you delete from your terminal, it is gone forever. It is gone forever. You can't access it again. So unlike when you delete it from your desktop that it moves it to the trash box. No. We will move something from the terminal, it's gone. Too long. So let's clear our screen now. Now, let's create a new folder now. Make directory, let's say lazy and Zamzam. Now, here now, I've created 3 new directory. 3 new directory now. So now, inside each of those directory, we want to create a text file. Now, we can do nano to create a text file, or we can do echo. Now, echo is another way of creating a text file. So now, we can do echo and say what we want to put inside the file is Linus command is very interesting. And then now, if you have finished typing, it means that you want it to echo this word inside somewhere. If I press enter like this now, it's going to stay back to me. Linus command is very interesting. But because I want it to be appended into a file, I can do greater than symbol, then give the name of the file. I'm going to call the file alimat.txt. Now, so instead of saying the word back to me, it's going to say it inside this text file that I created. This text file I asked to create. So if I do ls now, I can see alimat.txt. If I do cat and see what's in the content of alimat.txt, you can see Linus command is very interesting. So instead of saying it to me, I said append it inside this text file. So it created the text file and appended it inside it. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now we have a text file on our desktop now. Now let's create another one. Let's say echo this file is movable. And they create another text file. Let's say zam.txt. Now, if you type ls now, we have another text file. If you do cat now, zam.txt, you can see if this file is movable. Now, you can see that if you try and cat zamzam, it will tell you zamzam is the directory. You can't cat it. You can only cat a file. So you can only see the content of the file using cat. To see the content of a folder, you have to move to the folder, cd, zamzam, and do ls. Now that's it. So I can go back now. So now we have 2 files. This is one. This is one. This is another one. Now, to move this zamzam inside this zamzam file folder, we can do cp. I want to copy this zam.txt inside this zam.txt to zamzam. Now, we are copying this file into here. Just do enter. Now, if you go back to Zamzam now and type ls, you can see we have a text file here. And then if you go back to desktop, type ls, we also have a text file here. Meaning that we've been able to copy this. CP is the copy command. To copy the text file inside this folder. Now, let's say I'm inside Zamzam now. And I have this text file. And I want to copy this text file to Anne. I can't just do CP, Zamzam to Anne. I have to write the full part. Now, do CP, zam.txt. And I have to copy it to Anne. I need to do /home, /Ubuntu, /desktop, /Anne. Meaning that I want to copy this text file into this last directory here. Then I'm going to press enter. Now I can go back to Anne now. cd ... and do cd and but that ls now I have zam.txt there.
Sorry, sir. Why do we have to write the whole part before we copy it? So because the first one we did not write the whole part before we copy it into Zamzam.
Yes. The reason why we didn't write the full part here because this zam text and zamzam are on the same directory.
Okay. Like a different directory, we have to write
So
the
now,
whole.
yes, well, because Anne now is on this directory and we're inside Zamzam, we need to go back to the directory that Anne is, the full directory that Anne is, then we put it there.
Okay.
Yes. Any other question? I think I'll have to stop here today for questions. Any questions? Hello? So,
Gives me, I
yeah,
have question. When you are on nano test
yes,
and you've typed some text there,
yes,
and
okay,
you press Ctrl X and you press Y to
yes,
save. What
yes.
did you press that make you to go back to the terminal?
So now, I've created a nano. You can see now, I didn't create a text file. I created a nano, I opened nano to open a text file for me. I didn't give it a name yet. That's why it's called it new buffer, nothing. Now, if I press Ctrl X, it's asking me that do I want to save it? I type yes. Now, it's now asking me that do I want to give it a name? Are you
Okay.
with me now? I'm going to give it a name. Just do ali.txt. Now, that's the name. And I'll press enter. That's all. It takes me back to where I am. So if I type ls now, I have Ali inside Annie. So if you want to create a text file inside desktop, you go to desktop, press nano, type what you want to type, press give the file a name and press enter.
Oh,
So the file will be created inside the directory where you put nano from.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
I want to ask what actually makes this Linux better than Microsoft?
The only one thing that stood out here is that it's a community-based operating system. So if you have a feature that you want on the operating system, you can suggest it or you can build it and submit it to the community. You add it there.
Okay. I
Yes.
noticed some company make use of, they like making use of this Linux compared to Windows. So I was wondering why most companies like this
This one is
compared.
also free. They don't have to pay for licenses.
Okay.
Yes. You don't have to pay for any license. Windows require license to work. Yes, you get exposed to vulnerabilities.
Well, okay, that means this Linux is safer than or is secure than using Windows.
No, both of them are better the same feather.
Okay.
So just that one requires you to have a license to be completely secure, while this
Oh,
one does not require a license.
okay. Okay.
Yes, but both of them release an update every time.
Okay. Okay, so thank you, sir.
Any other question? So that maybe share your screen. Let me see where we are on your installation. The installation takes time, so that's why I want us to do one or two things, not just the installation today. So the installation is completed. Click on Restart now. So once you finish the installation, it's going to ask you to restart now. No one is going to restart. Just click it to restart itself. Okay. Finish waiting. Why is your putting taking too much time? Uh, Alima, please, please share your attendance so that you can write the attendance. Class is over. But I can let you take screenshot. Do that in class. Send it to you. Now, you cannot log in now. Click on your username and log in. Yes. Now log in. Password I created. Now Once you finish installing and you are able to log in, Ubuntu, done. Now click on next, next, next. Do not send. Click on do not send. No, do not send system data. Next and finish. Now your Ubuntu is up and running. So go to all apps, that round stuff at the towards the extreme end of your left side.
Nice.
No, not the end, not down, not up. Yeah, that's show apps. So you can see your terminal. Can you see your terminal there?
Yes.
Yes, that's where you open your terminal. Then you can see it now. So that's it. So whenever you want to try it, that's how to get access to your terminal. So thank you, everyone. Make sure you install your Ubuntu and try everything that we tried today. To next class, we are going to talk about more command, and I'm going to give you classwork on it. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you very
I
much,
guess
sir.
we see you on Friday.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your
Yeah.
time, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.